Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we welcome you to episode number 213 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
We are glad to be with you on this October the 6th. 2021, live from the Elite Realty Group studios.
We're back in the studio.
Been a while
since
since
we've been out the last
here.
2 weeks.
Yes, been a while since we've been
traveling, doing home tours.
On the road again, doing some home tours. So we're hoping to be probably on another one next week. So you're going to want to stay tuned to make sure that you hang out with us for that home tour. We'll probably definitely be somewhere, but we're glad that you guys are with us here today. Wherever you are watching around the world, we're glad that you are tuned in with us again for this live, most up-to-date, relevant real estate information you'll get anywhere on the planet. You're going to find it here today, and we're glad that you guys are with us today. We got a big show for you today. We're going to be giving away more circus tickets. Yeah. Somebody's going to come down, be winning more circus tickets today.
I can't wait to go to the circus.
We've also got a great would you rather question. I can't wait to go to the circus either. Yeah. I love going to the circus.
I do too.
It's one of the best shows you'll see. So we're giving away circus tickets. We got an awesome would you rather question, okay? You're going to want to participate in that. We've got some great real estate information talking about when it makes sense for you to do what's called a for sale by owner.
Hold on a minute.
Yes.
You mean you've got realtors?
Yes.
Owns a real estate company telling you it could be okay to do it for sale by owner.
This is what we do, man. We bring the information, okay? We put the information out to the public to see, to hear, to make sense of, do whatever's best for you. We got nothing to hide. We do what we need to do,
We tell the truth.
We're giving the information out, and it's coming down right here on the show today. Again, circus tickets are upcoming. Fun way for you to be entered to win those today. We got a fun thing going down on that. We got a good would you rather. We've got a good real estate section. We got all kinds of fun. We couldn't do any of it without you. There's three big things that we need for you guys to do for us today, though, to get a big crowd on the show this afternoon to help us spread the real estate information and possibly some circus ticket winners around the world today.
Yeah.
There's three big things we need for you to do. Tell them, my friend, what that is, and let's get this.
So here we are. We're at that point in time again where we want you guys to do us a big old favor. So we want you to like the video. We want you to share this video, and we want you to invite people to come watch this video.
We want you to invite 1,000 people apiece.
It's easy.
1,000 invites. Send them out. You know what I'm saying?
I think Facebook would ban you. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
You'll get kicked off Facebook. They don't like it when you send too much stuff. But like, share, invite. It'll help us tremendously.
Yes.
Share the video across the whole world. This is how we get seen in all these other countries and places. Because you guys got friends in low places, and we appreciate when you like, share, and invite. It helps us tremendously. So do that. Again, we're giving away circus tickets today. Who don't want to go to the circus? October the 22nd through the 24th, Thompson-Boling Arena. There's several different showtimes available. We're going to make it extremely easy. We've gave away a ton of circus tickets
We've already gave away a bunch.
We've got away a whole bunch.
We've got to contact all the winners, man, and get them in here to pick up their tickets.
We've got a whole bunch more tickets to give out. So like, share, invite. We're going to get you to the circus.
That's exactly right. Do what you got to do. Help us out this afternoon. Again, we are glad that you guys are with us wherever you tuned in around the world. We couldn't do what we do without you guys. So with that being said, let's get this party started. It'll go throughout the whole entire show, but let's get this party started with what we like to call a little contest, because we're going to give somebody the opportunity here today to win 4 tickets to the Cabela Shrine Circus, Knoxville, Tennessee. The showings are October the 22nd through the 24th. We've got 4 to give away here today. We will give you more if you need them. Just make sure you request the amount that you need, and we can probably hook you up. We know people in places that we can get these tickets, so make sure that you do that today.
What happens when you're part of the circus?
Right here on the show. So here's what we're going to do. All right, here's what we're going to do. We got a fun little game today. Matter of fact, I thought of this today when I was saying, okay, how are we going to get a winner? This is what we did the first time we ever gave away circus tickets 4 years ago.
I remember this.
This is what we made people do to win those circus tickets. So here's what we got, all right? You guys pay attention. Like the video, share the video, invite 1,000 friends to the video, okay?
1,000.
1,000. Here's what we got. I got some atomic fireballs. Matter of fact, I got a whole thing of atomic fireballs right here, okay? Yeah. So what we want you to do is to be entered to win these circus tickets today. We want you to guess the number of atomic fireballs that are in this container.
Do you know the number?
Yes, I do. Okay. I counted every single one of them.
Okay.
We want you to guess the amount of atomic fireballs that are on or in this container. When you do that, put your number in the box. All right?
Yeah.
Guess the number of atomic fireballs in this container. When you do that, you will be entered to win 4 tickets to the circus. The person who gets either the amount or you actually guess close to the closest one, or you get the amount, that person's going to win 4 circus tickets. Here's what we're going to say. We're going to give you time through this show, and we get a lot of people that watch us on the replay, an hour or so after. So we're going to cut this off at 2 p.m. today. Okay, 2 p.m. on October the 6th. You have to have your guess in the box.
We should make another disclaimer, though. Like, you can only put one guess in the box.
Yeah, only one guess.
You can't go through there and guess 1 through 600.
One guess per person, okay? Yeah. That's what I was going with on this. One guess per person. So get as many people as you can get on. Guess how many atomic fireballs are in this container. The person closest to that number or the person that guesses that number is going to win 4 tickets to the Cabela Shrine Circus, Knoxville, Tennessee, October the 22nd through the 24th. Get those guesses coming. Somebody's going to be a winner. We will take guesses through 2 p.m. on October the 6th.
I think it would be cool too. This is a side note. This is a side note. But I think it would be cool too, because we have given away a lot of circus tickets.
Yes.
I think it would be cool if you guys let us know when you are going.
Yeah.
Because if we're there at the same time, it'd be awesome to get a big group picture.
There's no doubt about that. We go on Friday night. I can already tell you.
Oh, okay.
We're going Friday night. October the 22nd. We'll be there. Yeah. So we're taking you to the circus. We're having a circus.
Taking me home.
That's exactly right. Bringing it down. So get those numbers going in the box. That's going to enter you to win these 4 circus tickets we're giving away. Again, we're going to take those guesses through 2 p.m. today. Only one guess per person, please.
We've already got a guess.
We will be contacting the winner of these 4 circus tickets. Now, who don't want to go to the circus, right?
I'm telling you, if you've never been,
yes,
it's great, man. Like, you leave there just like, it was so fun.
I'm with you 100% on that. I'm with you 100%. So as you are guessing for these circus tickets, let's move right along to the next segment on the show called Would You Rather, where we're going to give you a little scenario. And the scenario that we give you, we're going to ask you which of these scenarios that you would rather do. We got a fun one today. We're bringing back a classic, okay? And it's got to deal with food.
Okay, I thought we were going to go with fireballs.
No.
Would you rather eat a fireball or a warhead?
No, we're not going with that today. We could have done that. Yeah, we could have done that. Save that one for next week, okay? Yeah. But here's what we're going to go with on the Would You Rather today. We're talking dessert. All right?
Yeah, I'm
Who don't want to talk about dessert?
I'm really good at this.
We know that you, the nation, man, you like to talk about dessert, okay? You like to talk about food. You like to talk about dessert. So here is what we are asking. When it comes to dessert, okay? Mm-hmm. When it comes to that dessert, you just sit down. Go to this place with me right now, okay? You've just sat down and you've just ate your most favorite meal in the whole entire world, okay?
We ain't going to discuss that.
No, we ain't going to talk about what that is. But we got to top it off with dessert, okay? So this is part of it. You know, we've eaten the favorite. Now we're topping off with the dessert. When it comes to dessert, would you rather have for dessert your most favorite cake, your most favorite cookies, your most favorite brownies, or your most favorite pie? When it comes to dessert, Would you rather have cake,
Come out.
cookies?
Got a question?
No, cookies, pies, brownies.
Well, I need to classify something.
I don't care what you do here at this point.
Well, I guess.
Go with it.
Okay, never mind. I've classified
Go
it
with
on mine. I said it out loud.
Would you rather have cake,
Cake.
cookies, brownies, pie when it comes to dessert?
Cake.
Put it out there. We put it out to the nation. You guys put those answers in the box, okay? Put those answers in the box. We put it out to me and you. You've got
Cake.
cake.
Well, the reason why I said because I was going to say, what do you really classify cheesecake as? But it's cake.
It's a cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some people might refer to it as a pie.
Cheesecake. It ain't cheese pie.
Yeah.
It's cheese.
Some people say
cake.
cheese pie.
No, it's cheesecake.
It is cheesecake.
If you're talking about cheese pie.
Well, because I love cheesecake.
I'm
Like
with
that's
you.
probably my favorite
I'm with you.
all-time dessert is cheesecake.
I'm with you on this, 100%.
So, not that other cakes are bad.
Right.
I love other cakes too.
Well, that's me. Now, I'm a dessert any kind,
I
okay?
love brownies.
I like brownies. I love a good warm brownie.
I
Put
love
some
brownies.
ice cream on it. I might have to go get me one of these for lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Sharon says brownies, but not the corner pieces, center pieces. only.
Oh, the corner. You got to have the corner,
Corners are
man.
great, man.
The corner, but that's okay, Sharon. I'm with you. I'm not going with brownies. But I always forget about pie. Why is it that I love pie, but I always forget about pie? Because it's like pie around me is only made at like
Holidays.
Holidays.
It's only associated with
But I
holidays.
love pie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love pies.
Like I love
everything you named. Right
I
here.
do too.
I
do
just
too.
pick cake.
That's why I'm saying, would you rather? I love chocolate cake.
I would not be mad.
I love brownies. I love chocolate chip
I
cookies.
love ice cream.
I love pie. I like it all. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty easy as far as I'd take them all. But if I got to take one, okay, there literally is, man, and I never get this, but I love apple pie. And my wife makes an absolutely outstanding apple pie one time a year. And I only get it one time a year. But I would be picking, if I had to pick one, I'd sit down and say, I'm going with one. I'm going with apple pie.
I think Nicole needs to make apple pie today.
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 Yes. Better be
You
there
know
when I
why?
get home.
Because it's October the 6th.
Why not, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm with you on
Why
this
don't we
100%.
have to wait till Thanksgiving?
I'm with you on this. Here's what we're doing. Two things we got going. Simultaneously, we're going crazy here, running wild, okay? We're giving you the chance, the opportunity to win 4 circus tickets today. Like the video, share the video, invite as many people as you can to the video. And then we want you to guess how many pieces of atomic fireballs are in this container. The person that gets closest to that guess, or guesses the number exactly, you're going to win 4 circus tickets. We are going to give you until 2 p.m. today. In case people watch this on the replay, you've got till 2 p.m. today, October the 6th, to get that guess in this box. The person closest to or guesses the number is going to win the 4 tickets. One person only. One entry per person, please. Only.
Now,
as
there
you go
is
through
some good developing news.
Okay, go with
it. In the comment section here.
Go with it, man.
Nicole says she will.
She will.
She will make a apple pie today.
I like it. I like.
Now, you need to hold her to that.
I like what I'm hearing.
You need to hold her to
We'll
it.
see what happens on this right here. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
see here. Let me go back here just a minute because
Go with it,
Cody and
man.
Ashley said I love cheesecake too, but my grandma's lemon meringue is a tad bit better, so I got to say pie.
Man. Pie is the answer. Pie is the answer to this question. So again, put your answers in the box. Put your answers in the box for the atomic fireballs. How many are in the container? The person closest to or guesses the number is going to win the 4 circus tickets. Also, would you rather, when it comes to your favorite dessert, would you rather have cake, cookies, brownies, or pie? You know what we don't have a guess for so far? Cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies.
Now, I love cookies. Don't get me wrong. I love cookies, but cookies is a snack.
No.
It's a snack.
No, it's not.
It's a snack.
It could be classified as one, but not on this show today.
It's a snack.
It's classified today as a dessert.
Well, it is, but to me, it always.
You know what I'm saying? So go with it. Let us know what those are. Would you rather? Let us know what the answers to those questions are. Put your answers in the box. Have a little bit of fun, smile, and enjoy this show with us today while you're guessing the atomic fireballs. While you're also thinking which one of those desserts that you want, and you're going to put those answers in the box. We're going to give you some real estate information. After all, that's why we come to you every Wednesday at 12 noon, is to bring you the most up-to-date, relevant real estate information you're going to find anywhere on the planet. You're going to get it right here. All right, that's where it's coming down at. And here's what we're talking about today. And as Dave said at the top of the show, why would you be telling people? Why would you be saying this? Because the truth is the truth, and it will always be the truth. You know what I'm saying? So here's what we're talking to you about today. Is when is it right for a seller, someone trying to sell their house, when is it right for you to do a for sale by owner and not actually put your home on the real estate market through a licensed real estate agent or realtor, whatever you'd want to call those people.
We're going to tell you that's okay.
We're going to give you that information today and tell you when there are situations and circumstances that it makes sense to do it. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense to do it that way. That's what we're going to drop for you today. But let's lead up to this information, okay? When we talk about selling your house, and specifically we talk about doing a for sale by owner, okay? When we say that, because a lot of people do think that you list it with a real estate agent and you still kind of sell it yourself. Right. It don't really do it that way. No. You know what I'm saying? Like you're responsible for your pictures and you got to hold your own open houses and stuff. It really don't work that way. Now, there may be some places out there to ask you to do that. However, that's not what we do. And we typically don't see that in our local market. You typically don't see those things done. But when we're talking about selling it yourself as a for sale by owner, what does that mean? That literally means you are 100% totally responsible for all of it.
Yes.
You take the pictures, you find the places you want it to be marketed at, you hold open houses, you negotiate deals, you're responsible for contracts, for inspections, for earnest money, for closings, for everything that there is to do with it. You as the home seller are the person. When you're totally doing it for sale by owner, you're responsible for all those things, okay? So a lot on your plate. People need to see it. You want to show it. You've got to coordinate those times. All that there is to do with selling a house. Many, many more things. I could go on and on for a couple of hours about this, but we'll save you from hearing all that. Yeah. But that's what it means, right? You're in control of it all. You got to price it. You got to do it all. You got to get it all done, coordinated. You are the person 100% in control. Now, we're going to tell you when it's right for you to do that, when it makes sense for you to be the person to do that. But we're also going to start out by telling you what's the downside. Right. Okay? What's the downside to you saying, I'm going to do this? Because there's good and there's also downside to it. Here's the first thing I'm going to tell you about downside. I'll give y'all three at one time and we'll kind of talk about it. How we do that. I like it. Here's the downsides of doing it. Pricing can be a downside if you do it yourself.
True.
How many of those have we seen that's been a for sale by owner and they've got their price wrong? And unfortunately for them, in the wrong direction. They were pricing too low.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen it on too high too.
We've seen too high.
But we've also seen it too low. We saw it all over the board.
I think as of recently, we've seen more lows than we've seen highs.
There's no doubt about that. And so you look at it and you say, because pricing's so crazy right now, that can be a downside to you selling the house yourself. You're going to have to figure out, okay, what do I market this thing at? And ultimately, what do I sell it at? The second thing is, and I just let the word out, pricing can be a downside to it. But also another thing, downside can be marketing the house.
Right.
Now, we've told people for years, and we've told it on this show for years, there's two things that sell houses: price and marketing. They're massive. They're major. It's really important that you have those things in place. And it's going to put you way ahead of the game if you do. However, doing it by yourself, marketing can be a real challenge.
It's probably the biggest mess up.
There's no doubt.
A lot of times, because you'll see, just being honest, you'll see for sale by owner, they've got their price right.
Sure, I'm with you on this.
It's right.
I'm with you.
They just don't know how to, like they don't know where to put it.
Don't know what to do.
It was actually a lady Mom spoke to I think it was Saturday. This lady, house seems to be priced right, but she said, I'm just being honest, like I've got a sign in my yard and I don't know how to put it on the internet.
Sure.
I don't know anything about Facebook.
Sure.
So I've literally got a sign in my yard and that's up in the middle of nowhere.
Right. Exactly.
That, you just don't get a lot of people driving by there.
That's right. And so again, there's times it makes sense. We're going to tell you when that makes sense here in just a second, but there's also downsides to it also. We want to make you aware of both sides of the fence. We try to give you all the information, roll it all out to you, because here's what we know. Y'all are smart people. You're going to know when to do what. Yeah. Because all scenarios and situations and circumstances, they're different. Yes. Okay? So you got to do what's right for you. That's why we put this kind of information out there, is let you know, man, here's what it is. Okay? So for sale by owner, you're doing it all yourself. Concerns for you of that could be price, could be marketing. The third thing, and I think this is bigger than what most people ever consider when they say, I'm going to do this by myself. I just had this conversation yesterday, okay, with the person. And it is the paperwork.
Yes.
Okay, making all this stuff that you're standing in your house agreeing mean you're going to buy my house. Making it all official, making it all where it's legal and binding, and it's those kind of things, and you're not just taking out a napkin and writing on, I'm going to give you $110,000 for your house, and then it just goes haywire from there, okay? Right. I had a long conversation yesterday with a friend of mine of this is, if it was me, this is what I would do 100%. This is the things you have to do. So again, a concern, a downside to it can be paperwork, okay? Because again, contracts, legal binding documents, those kind of things. Selling your house is more. In the day and time we live in right now, especially, it's more than you just telling me, I'll give you $110,000 for your house. Right. A lot more to it. We had the conversation, I was at Mom's last night visiting, and we was talking about when they bought a house 20, 30 years ago, how it's even so different then than it is right now, and what we know and how the market's working and so on and so forth. So
it's different now from when you bought 3 to 5 years ago.
There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it. So again, but we're giving you today the information about when it makes sense. Before we do that, 2 things you got to do, okay? We're giving you a chance today to win 4 tickets to the Cabela Shrine Circus, Knoxville, Tennessee. To be entered to win those tickets, you've got to guess how many pieces of candy, how many atomic fireballs are in this container. The person closest to the number, or the person that guesses the number, is going to win 4 tickets to the circus. Also, we've asked you a would you rather question today, and that is, would you rather have cake, cookies, pie, or brownies for dessert?
I do have some people who agreed with me that cookies is a snack.
In the box. I'm going with it. It's what I'm saying for this show today. It's a dessert. You know what I'm saying? So you guys get those answers in the box. Now, let's get back. When does it make sense for someone to do a for sale by owner and do this yourself? We're going to give you 3 times, and there's probably more, but we're going to give you 3 today, 3 instances, circumstances, where it makes sense for you to do this yourself. Here's the first one, okay? The first one is you're sitting at your house eating your dessert, all right? And somebody walks up to your door, knocks on your house with a letter in hand that says, I can buy a house up to this amount. They are what we're going to call a qualified buyer. And they're going to look at you and they're going to say, I love your house, I'm a qualified buyer, and I want to buy your house.
Yes.
You're not trying to sell it. There ain't nothing happening. But it just makes sense for you to look at those people and gladly accept their funds if they got it. And sell that house if a qualified buyer shows up and you're wanting to sell.
Right.
And they say, I want to buy your house. Maybe it's the neighborhood they want. Maybe it's the school district they want. Maybe they got family nearby. Maybe it's close to their work. And they've been driving by and saying, I love that house. I love that house. And they're wanting to buy a house, and they just take a chance on, they knock on your door and they say, do you want to sell your house and you want to sell it?
Right.
It makes sense for you then, right then, to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to handle it. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no marketing you got to worry about. There ain't no price. They just offered you a price for it. You ain't got to worry about that. You got to worry about the paperwork part. We'll get to that here in a little bit. But it makes sense for you to say, sure. Let's go with it.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? Why would you not do that? There are times when it makes sense for you to go ahead and do it, for you to go ahead and get it done. Now, you may at that point in time want to say, yeah, I'll sell your house, but my favorite friend realtors down the Elite Realty Group, they're going to represent me. You might want to call us up. We still help you out. But sometimes you might not even want to call your buddies down here. You might want to do it yourself. We ain't going to get mad. We ain't going to slap you in the mouth. We're going to say, congratulations, my friend.
Absolutely.
You got her done. And that's times when it makes sense. Because you look at it and people say, does that really happen? Like, do people really just stop by and say, I want to buy your house? I can't tell you the times we've stopped by people's house in relation to somebody that we want, and they're like, I want to buy that house, and we go over and say, I got a client who wants to buy your house, and people sell us the house. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
But not very often.
It's not the most common thing in the world that's going to happen.
I mean, let's just all think together right now. How many times has somebody come knocked on your door right now?
No.
And asked to buy your house?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. But it does happen.
It does.
It does happen. So if that happens, it makes sense to do it. That's number 1. This is episode number 213 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends at
Elite Realty Group.
Guess the number of pieces of candy in the jar to be entered to win circus tickets. The person closest to or guesses the number is going to win 4 circus tickets by 2 p.m. today. And then also, would you rather have for dessert cake, cookies, pie, or cake, cookies, pie, or
Cookies.
Cake.
Cake.
Cake, man. Cake.
Oh.
You guessed the cake. Go with it. Give us number
All
two.
right, number two
when
is,
it makes sense for you to sell the house.
And Sharon just made a really good point here in just a minute. So this is my number two, is when there is a lot of demand in your market. So Sharon just said that they put theirs on Saturday as a for sale by owner in Northern California. It's been wrecked by fires, but she's got a lot of people looking.
Yes.
So a lot of people has been, because they've been displaced from their houses or whatever.
Right.
Now they're looking. So if you've got a major demand in your area,
that's what you
for
got.
houses.
That's number two.
It might be easy for you to kind of do it yourself. The demand is there. There's a whole lot more people looking for houses.
That's exactly
than
right.
what's available.
And Sharon sounds like she's in that right now.
She is in that.
Happening
It sounds like she is in that right now.
Makes sense.
Yes. So, and she said they've got 12 people interested. So again, this is a little side note, but this is one of my biggest things that I hear from for sale by owners.
Sure.
Okay, you're going to get more than likely a ton of interest in your house.
Yes.
The biggest part is the screening.
Yes, that's
Is
hard.
the screening of the people, because the one I listened to here just a while back over in Bean Station, it was a for sale by owner. They tried it for like 3 weeks by themselves, and then they called me. And so, but it was one of those things, they said they had people that was coming wanting to see the house all the time at weird times and blah, blah, blah. But every one of them, once they was there in the house face to face,
that's when these questions start coming.
that's when these questions, can we rent it? Can we do an owner finance? That they didn't tell you. I'm approved.
Right.
I'm approved.
Happens.
I am a qualified approved buyer.
Happens.
But when we get there, the story changes.
Right.
We don't want to tie our financing up over here, you know.
Right.
So can we just rent it off
Right.
of it? So the screening of those is the thing. But if you're in a demand, like Sharon's talking about, if her area is in a demand where people have been displaced from their houses and it's going to be really easy at that point in time to sell your house, you might want to consider doing it for sale by owner.
And I would tell you the same thing that I told my buddy yesterday when we had this same conversation. I said, okay, here's the advice that I'm going to give you on this. And it goes with what you were just talking about, the screening part of it.
Right.
I would highly recommend you that when they call and they say, hey, I'd like to buy your house, say, okay, you can look at it at 2 o'clock on Saturday, but now when you get here, I need you to have your proof that you can buy a house from your lender.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say, do that.
Yeah.
Now, that letter, we've talked about that many times on this show. That letter sometimes ain't worth the piece of paper that it's wrote on, but at least, you know they put forth the effort to call a lender and they got something that says, according to what we've heard and seen at this point, these people are potentially able to do that.
It's been a year or two ago, but I told a guy that was going to do it for sale by owner. We had talked about it. He decided to go for sale by owner route. I said, when you get that phone call or that Facebook message or whatever, hey, I'd like to come see your house.
Yes.
Okay, obviously they know how to type a little bit.
Sure.
So they can either type in your email address and take a picture of their pre-approval letter.
Right.
But before I ever let them come to my house.
Exactly.
They're going to send me a copy of their letter saying I can buy my house.
I'm with you 100% on this. And I see Sharon wrote in the box, luckily most people have been calling with their realtors. Great idea.
Yes.
Great idea. If you're doing a for sale by owner thing by yourself, work with realtors, man, because they got clients. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Now, that's a whole other story. We won't even go down that road.
Yes.
But that's great. Like, Sharon is on it. That's 100%. And that is a really, really good thing for you to be doing as a for sale by owner. Here's what we're talking about today. When it makes sense, there are times, certain circumstances, situations where it makes sense for you to do it for sale by owner. We're giving you some of those circumstances and situations today. That's what we're talking to you about. We're also giving you the opportunity to win 4 circus tickets. We've gave away a lot of them already, all right, throughout the last couple of weeks.
Fireballs are killing me,
We've
man.
got the atomic fireballs here today. Guess how many pieces of candy are in this jar? The person closest to that number or the person that guesses that number exactly is going to win 4 circus tickets today. We'll give you to 2 p.m. today to get those answers in the box. We also ask that you only guess 1 time per person, please. Also, would you rather have, when it comes to dessert, cake, cookies, brownies, or pie for dessert? Dave's going cake. I'm going pie. Cheesecake. We're having an argument about, is a cookie a dessert? You can weigh in on that if you want to.
It's a snack.
Here's the last part we're going to tell you when it makes sense for you to do and sell a house by yourself. The last thing that I'm going to tell you is when you can take your time. All right. Now, this is broad meaning to this, okay?
Yes.
When you can take your time, meaning, first of all, when you can take your time to do all that needs to be done to sell it.
Yes.
Showing it, Sharon just said, I'm getting a lot of calls. Do you have time to fill the calls? Do you have time when all these people want to come and look? Do you have time to show? Do you have time to market? Do you have time to picture? Do you have time to get with somebody to say, okay, I'm going to sell my house. I need the right kind of paperwork. Lead me and guide me down through those little roads and things like that. When you can literally take your time to do all this. Going back to the conversation I had yesterday, that conversation was, is it going to be available to show every day? You work, your wife works, you live in it. Is it going to be show ready all the time?
Activities that they got to do.
All of those things. So are you going to show 1 day a week, 2 days a week, only of the evenings? It's when you can take time to do all those things. Yes. That's one meaning of this. The second meaning of this is when you can take your time, meaning, do you need to sell it immediately? Okay. Now, it's going back to this situation we're talking with Sharon, a little different because that's one of the times you want to do it. Okay. But if you look at statistics and you look at over a long haul, typically it takes for sale by owners longer to sell than it does putting a home on the market with a realtor. And there's a multitude of reasons why that's the case. Being in a very hot area, a good market like sounds like Sharon's in is not one of those reasons. But sometimes, because the one you were going to a minute ago, they only had a sign in the yard, no more marketing anywhere else, probably going to take you a little bit longer.
It's going to take you a little longer.
So if you've got time to wait and to do that, you got time to show, you got time to do all those other things, it might make sense for you to do it. What we try to put out on this show is information. We try to give you the information. We try to tell you, here's what's happening, here's what's good, here's what's bad, and allow you, the individuals that watch our show, to make the decision as to what's best for you. As always, if you're in this local area, you're in this local market, you would like to have any information about selling your house, whether with a realtor or by yourself, we can sit down and have this conversation one-on-one, look at your situation and scenario individually, and say, here's probably the best route for you to go. Here's the pricing, here's the marketing, here's the paperwork, here's all that stuff. We would love to be able to do that with you. However, on the other hand, we are those people. If we sit down with you and the situation's not right for all parties involved, we will gladly give you that information too. We're putting it out to the world right here. So why wouldn't we sit down and tell that to you?
That's honestly, I've had that conversation with people who's wanting to sell their house several times and say, listen, it sounds like your best case scenario. You can probably do this right here yourself.
No doubt about it.
You got this. So
no doubt about it, man.
I'm here for questions.
That was my conversation yesterday. I said, hey, sounds like you got it figured out. Sounds like it's going to be right. But if you got questions,
call me.
I want you to say, that's what's best for you. You need to for your family. And if that's what's going to be best for you, then that's what's going to be best for me. So that's what we try to do and put that out here, get all that information. That's why we come to you every Wednesday at 12 noon to give you this real estate information, man. What do you got else? Anything else on that? It's pretty good stuff.
No, I'm just glad that I see that Ashley says, I always tell Mel a cookie is a dessert, but she says it's a snack, so she agrees with me.
I got you. Mel's on your team, so I can go with that. I bet I can persuade her next time I talk to her.
And Sharon also says, show ready is definitely hard with 3 kids under 7.
I'm 100% on board with this one right here. There's no doubt about it. Again, if you're just joining in with us, we've told you today when it makes sense for you to do it for sale by owner, for you to sell your house by yourself. If you're just getting here, go back and watch that. Good information. We've told you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the indifferent on that. We're also giving you the opportunity, if you're watching us now live or on the replay, you got till 2 p.m. today to guess how many pieces of candy are in this atomic fireball container. All right, atomic fireballs are what we've got here today.
Just for the record, though, if you've ever bought one of these containers, we have added a little fireballs to it.
We have, yes. There's no doubt about it.
There could be some took out.
Well, sure. We've manipulated the number. There's no doubt about it. We have done that. So answer that. Put those answers in the box. Guess how many pieces of candy you think are in that container, the person closest to, or the person that guesses the number exactly is going to win tickets to the circus. 4 tickets, Cabela Shrine Circus, Knoxville, Tennessee, October 22nd through the 24th. Also, would you rather, for dessert, have cake, cookies, brownies, or pie? Which of those would you rather have to dessert? Good info today, man.
Yeah, great.
Good stuff today. Hopefully we've brought you guys some good information. That's what we try to do anyway, is bring you the most up-to-date, relevant real estate information you find anywhere on the planet. You're going to get it right here from your friends. If you have any real estate needs, know anybody got any real estate needs, questions, call us up, man. We would love to sit down and, again, look at your situation individually with you. That also goes for our out-of-state listeners.
Yeah.
Sharon, you got questions, man? You need some info? Call us up. Give us the information. We also have partners literally across the United States we could hook you up with should you need a realtor in another area. Look us up. We'd be glad to serve you in whatever way, shape, form that we can. That does it for us today for episode number 213 of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by your friends for Dave Elkins. I'm the better looking brother of the two, Mike. We appreciate you guys watching us today. We hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. Be safe, be blessed. Catch us Friday morning as we just talk live. You guys have a great day. We will see you on the next one. Over and out.